No, that's not ideal because I'm really looking forward to this, man. This is I am not willing to give up. We're gonna get Gabe Ramirez on the show.
Yeah, I don't know how to troubleshoot this, folks. Oh, there he is. There he is.
We always seem to have trouble with the mobile. I don't know what it is.
We were like, how are we going to troubleshoot this? How are you, man?
Okay, there we go. Great.
Can you hear us?
I'm driving in the car now. Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
That probably explains why. I think sometimes, yeah, we can hear you fine. Yeah. Awesome. Sometimes I think the internet connectivity we had a guest who couldn't get on because their connectivity was kind of not great. So maybe that's why we're having trouble. I don't know. Doesn't matter. You're here.
Okay.
Good. How are you, sir?
Out here. So what's up, man?
Good. So thanks for joining.
Fantastic Friday in Chicago.
I know you are really in these streets, like you say on the radio every morning. You are in these streets, really traveling the road. I like it. You are our first guest for this Meet Gabe segment, where I will try to track down as many Gabes as I can and have a conversation with them about themselves and myself and see if we can find any common ground on things.
All right.
One of the things as a kid, I hated my name because people made fun of it by emphasizing the gay part and being jerks about it and making me feel very insecure. Did you have any issues with your name as a kid?
It's funny. I used to take the bus with my sister, and we would get bused to school. I went to Lincoln Elementary in Chicago, and she would always tell people that I was her gay bro. She'd be like, that's my gay bro. And we'd be like, Gabriel. So it's kind of like the same kind of thing you were saying. You know what I mean? So
it wasn't fun being Gabe for a long time there. Then it was all right. People started maturing, but it wasn't all good.
I would always just tell people, I'd be like, you know what? My name was meant to be said in Spanish, so it's Gabriel, and it doesn't sound like the way you're saying it. So that was my biggest offense, and I would always use that.
Because I have no ethnicity, even though I come from an ethnic background, I could never say it as smooth as you. So I didn't have that retaliation to tell people, no, it's not cool if you say it like this. It was just, Gabriel. Oh, okay. So you're just extending your name. Got it.
Right.
So I was never good at that. What was I going to say? You're a B96's morning host from 5:30 to 10 a.m. every morning on B96. Tell us a little bit. I know you were doing some producing for a long time, and then you got the shot to come up. What was that like, to getting the call to be on air every morning in the third largest market in the country?
Yeah, I think, having been a part of a lot of legendary shows on B96 and working with legendary personalities, Eddie and Jobo, Jay Nice, Shoba Shelley, Julian, and, being and working with them and being in the same space, you just learn a bunch of things and, always feeling confident that, you're incapable in those spaces. So, I think getting more opportunities year after year, just kind of honing your craft and then, finally getting an opportunity. But I can't say it enough. If you want the opportunity, you got to get in good with the sales staff, guys. If you can't sell, if you can't make the clients feel good, they're not going to want to. I've been out of there years ago, right? So I think that says more than anything else. Work ethic and those kind of things, and just being a team player. And yeah, so it's been cool. It's been fun. Obviously, like you said, it was funny, Gabe. You mentioned third largest market. It's like, being a Chicagoan, you never even think about those kinds of things. You know what I'm saying?
I was just thinking that same thing.
Yeah, like you're just like, this is just B96, this is GCI, this is Power 92, this is Kiss FM in my city that I grew up in. And you don't even, and it's the same for name any city across the country. And it's as a Chicagoan, you just think like, this is just what I listen to. And then once you get into radio and you start working in it, and you really realize that, like, oh no, this is a coveted position. These are places that people are trying to get to across the country, and you really value where you're at, that much more.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about like that selling, like sell me on something if you can. Sell me.
Sell him that pen.
Sell me the pen.
See, what I do best is I ask you, who's your boss? Who's the person that's buying the stuff? Because then when I shoot that person and I make them feel good, Then what happens is they go back and talk to my account executive. They're like, Gabe, that's a good guy right there. We're gonna buy him 10 more times for that same product and that same endorsement. So, it's about making everybody feel good.
Yeah. Have you how often do people misspell your name when you go to Starbucks? I've been called a Jade. I've been called Gabe, and I'm pretty sure they put Gabe as well.
I love this segment because I'm finding out about all problems that Gabes have worldwide.
Yeah,
that I never think about.
Jade was real. Like I was like, I'm Jade. Okay, cool.
Right. I clearly need to ask for a raise because I never go to Starbucks. So but I think the number one way that people mess up my name, I always get called David.
I got called
for some
David
reason.
too, yeah.
They'll just think Gabriel, David. I don't know what the hell they're
religiously
thinking, but,
that's like sort of opposites, isn't it? Like
you would think. Yeah. I brought the good news.
Or sorry, no, it's Michael. Michael is the other one. Yeah.
Right. There you go.
But yeah, so that would be the only way that I would get things mixed up.
I wanted to talk about the Lowe's contest from a couple weeks back where you made that painting. I actually kind of grooved with that painting, man. Is that a career that we can expect from Gabe's Worldwide in the future?
Oh my gosh. It was funny because, you see those Instagram videos and you see people doing it and you just say to yourself, I could do that. And then you get there and you realize that it's way harder than you could ever imagine, right? And then you really are just an idiot throwing paint at a wall where they have some rhyme and reason. I understand what they're doing. So yeah, no future in that for me at all. No way.
Being a new father, how has that changed everything about you? I know with my own experience, it's life altering. But for you, how's it been?
Yeah, I hear people say that often. I don't necessarily think life altering. I think, I'm just a good person, and I feel like that comes through, and no matter whether it's my friendships, my family, no matter what, I try to live by that. And like having a kid, I just think, they're their own being. You know what I mean? Like I tell my lady all the time, I'm like, babe, we don't live with our parents. So this baby ain't gonna be living with us in the future. She's gonna have her own thing and do her own thing. So it's right, you know what I'm saying? So in terms of like nurturing and stuff, it's like, yeah, I love being a father. I love having my daughter with me. I love being around her. I love being a dad. That stuff's really cool. I look forward to her being a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? So that way I can like be playing sports with her, taking her places, experiencing things. Right now, being 11 months, it's like you're pooping, you're sleeping, you're eating, and I'm trying to get you to the next day, little girl. So yeah, it's fun though. It's a blast.
Yeah, that's exactly the same vibe I had. I have an 11-year-old and a soon-to-be 2-year-old. Both of 11 is gonna be 12 in the end of the year, and the 1-year-old is gonna be 2 in May. So I have the spectrum of where you probably would think that you want to be at and where currently. And let me just tell you, there's some great benefits to both. One, just them being younger, they just attract you and they want that emotional vibe and just that comfort. But then when they get older, they begin to shift away from you. But you could do all the cool stuff you just described. We can go to the park. We can play. We can go to the movies before the world ended, but to the ballpark and spend that quality one-on-one time. So I just say be wary of what you ask for because the other side of the fence proves its own new challenges.
It seems as though that's what everyone says, right? And I feel like I'm hearing that about every stage. They're like, hey, she can crawl now, so be careful. And then when she walks, be careful. And then so I feel like there's always challenges at every level. So I'm just looking forward to just enjoying it, right?
Yeah, there's really no safe period at all.
Right. You have a kid, you're just screwed, pretty much, basically.
Yeah. When you total, lifespans, there's really no safe period in the entire lifespan.
Exactly. How many Gabes have you come across in your life? Because to me, like it wasn't until I started attending college that I started running into other Gabes. It was like this. I kind of felt like I was alone, where like this is before Facebook and the internet kind of opened up the door and like told you that there's a million other people that share your name. But it felt like that for a long time. Did you ever feel like isolated, like no one else has this coveted name?
Yeah, I felt very unique when I would go to, Great America. They never had my name on the keychains.
Fact. How no? We always get through. No,
made me upset. I had to buy Geraldo and like put some Sharpie on there and make it better. But outside of that, I would say I had one of my boys in high school. I went to Lane Tech, so he was on the basketball team with me over there and on the football team with me, and his name was Gabriel. So, and he was always better than me. So people would be like, "Oh, Gabriel from the football team." I'd be like, "Yeah, but the one that rides the bench." You know what I'm saying? I'm not the starter. So,
I have a sneaking suspicion that Gabe's overall goal with this show is to create a political super PAC of Gabe's to lobby the government for Gabe interests worldwide.
I'd like to be the
keychains. Yeah, keychains would be first on the list.
Oh yeah,
keychains. We got to make sure that's our platform.
Yeah,
more Gabriel keychains.
It's like when you go through that carousel and you see like the name of ridiculous people you've never met in life, like these weird names, and then you like, why don't they have my name? It's like just not.
I'm right here. I'm right here, right now.
Gabe just ain't selling in these streets like he used to. I don't know. Maybe it never will. Well, thanks, Gabe, for joining us. I appreciate you having a laugh with us on this Friday night. Please be safe. From 5:30 to 10:30 every weekday morning on B96. Check out Gabe on one of the most iconic radio stations in Chicago. We appreciate you.
Yeah, man. I would like to say that Chicago kid, and I know that people try to think that Chicago's a hater city, and I would love for us to break that stereotype by supporting me. Listen in the morning, all right? They gave the kid a chance. They put a Puerto Rican in the morning show at B96. You gotta support it.
So you just sold me. He gave you the sales tactics, and he just sold me right there.
Gems.
So they're never gonna hire me because I'm Gabe and Puerto Ricans. They're like, we already got one.
We already got a token game.
You lost your shot.
Like checkbox marked where like we covered that ground. Keep moving.
That'll be weird. They're like, it's Gabe in the morning. Again. This is weird.
Just caught 2 G's in the morning. There you go. Look at that. All right, Gabe. Enjoy your Friday. Thank you again for checking in with us.
Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you. All right, that's going to be our time here on Weekend at Gabe. Shouts to Gabe Ramirez on B96.
Thoroughly enjoyable, man. The first and inaugural Meet Gabe was fantastic. There were so many great questions in that segment, and shout out Gabe Ramirez for being a good sport. He has a very cool job.
There you go. All right, well, enjoy your Friday. Thank you for checking in with us. Go Illinois on Sunday.
Yes, Illinois on Sunday, and also tune in tomorrow, Saturday, 3 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time. Breaking Sound Radio, the hottest hip-hop and pop music from around the globe, baby. 3 hours.
Oh, and let's tell people about the Weekend at Gabe's playlist. That's on Spotify. That's going to be
at Gabe's playlist on Spotify now. You can go check it out. Some songs endorsed by the show. We will be promoting it fully on Monday.
Exactly. So go check that out on Monday. We'll put that up. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe, and let's do it again next week right here on Weekend at Gabe's.
Peace.